Good job, Zozo.
Hi, Maisie Floss too.
Good job. Welcome to Stitchy Fix. I'm Victoria. This is my mom, Chris. Oh, and this is Maisie Grace and Sophia. Can you say hi, friends?
Hi, friends.
Good job. And we are here.
Maisie Grace. Hi, Maisie Grace.
Maisie Grace says
hi too.
We are here back from Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Stitch West 2022 was a big success. And we're here to chat about it.
Yeah. And our stitching.
Yes, we actually stitched. We
Yeah.
did. All right, everyone, we're back after our intro. So, we have so much to tell you.
It's hard to know where to start.
Hard to know where to start. And we want you to settle in. It's going to be a long one. But I think that's sometimes how I like it. For me, I watch Steph and Pam over like 3 or 4 days. But it's fun. All right, so we usually start with life update. Maisie Grace is 3 months old as of Sunday. Sophia got RSV from daycare, but she's on the mend. And we are 1 week away from Halloween. And this room is so crowded with toys. It is hilarious. Chris and I and Maisie went to Salt Lake City for Stitch West, put on by Snug Harbor Crafts, Deb and Kev. And it was the best thing ever.
It was really fun.
Maisie, it was her very first flight, was an angel.
Yes.
Both ways.
Yes. Other people on the plane didn't even know there was a baby there.
She slept both ways the whole time. So we really lucked out. I came home and I told Patrick I need to have another baby. As long as they keep coming out like Maisie and Zoe, we're good. So that's kind of our biggest life update. Do you have any other life updates that I'm missing?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
We
no.
might sprinkle in stories as they come.
I mean, it was a wonderful weekend. I mean, we're not really talking about it yet. but-
Right.
So we did that. I went back to work yesterday right away. So I'm just,
Nothing's unpacked.
right. Laundry, you know, whatever.
Nothing.
So it's all good. It's all good. And it's only 2 months till Christmas. So we gotta hit the floor running.
I love Christmas. The first Christmas gift has been purchased. I bought it today at Costco. And I'm very excited. I also am like sending my friends pictures of gifts. Like, do you need this? You might need this at Costco.
Whoopie. Okay.
And yeah, and Zoe came over to Mimi's today. So that was like, last week Chris came over to my house to kind of help me get ready for packing. But it's been like 2 weeks since we've had a Zoe and Mimi day.
Yeah.
Forky.
Yeah.
Saying Forky.
And this was this Sophia's first time playing with Play-Doh.
First time playing with Play-Doh.
And she did great.
And she did not EAT it. Anywho's, we are gonna hop into some cross stitch chitter chatter.
Hop, hop.
And we can't wait to share with you. Yeah. So I actually got to stitch, but Chris stitched a bit more. She did wonderful stitching. And so much so that she has a finish.
I was like an hour and a half from finishing what you have seen before. I don't know where the chart is. Silver Creek Samplers Flying Lessons. So I did finish that last night, and this morning I put it in a fully finished frame.
Thank you for the kiss.
So there it is close. If you can see this frame, it's got like brown in it to go with it, and I think it really makes the cross stitching pop. And that
Sorry for
was
the glare.
Yeah, sorry for the.
It's a little beautiful. Gentle baby.
Oh, there you go. That moon.
Oh,
And this is from Hobby Lobby, this frame. And it is a 5x7 frame. So
It fits
finished.
perfect. She's
She's
loving on her baby. Gentle baby. She's squishing.
What you doing?
Okay. I stare at that pattern. I don't know if it's the moon or the browns. Like, it just pops.
Yes.
It's incredible. Okay, that's enough.
And we were just, so that's why. So that's the first release. And then I started at StitchCon. Do you have any other finishes?
I finished my smalls, but you saw.
Yes.
Well,
No, we
I'm
didn't.
editing.
Oh, did we have a picture of it?
Don't cough in her face.
I think we just have a photo of that. I don't know if it's on a video or not.
I will insert a picture if we don't have it. I'm a little behind, but Chris finished it for me.
Yeah, it was really cute. She found a round
Hanging macrame.
hanging wood thing, and then I had little pom-poms that matched it. So Victoria did have a finish of her
I
small
did.
that you hadn't seen. And we totally enjoyed the smalls exchange. Was always very fun. Oh, I could share that because that's sort of a finish.
Yeah.
So, where's yours? Oh, here it is.
I had to like run. It was Saturday night at about 8 o'clock.
Yes.
So that's like Maisie's bedtime. So I had to run out of the room to try to nurse her.
That's our haul being thrown around the floor. Okay, so Victoria, her small was this cute little ornament paddle. That's very cute.
That one's Mama's.
That is yours.
Okay.
And then mine was incredible. Much bigger than a small. This was Friendship. And this was done for me by Primrose Cottage's Aunt Sue. So we will tag Primrose Cottage in here so you can see this beautiful work. And brilliant.
The pattern is not a primrose though.
Right, I don't know what pattern it is.
Maybe a shepherd's bush?
I don't know. But
I don't
it's
know.
gorgeous, if you can see how beautiful that is.
I love
And
her
then
inspiration.
She matted this and gave me a pen if I wanted my friends to sign this. Yeah, I see that. And then she also made by hand this beautiful pumpkin pincushion. Look at that focused.
Really cute with some pins in it. There you go.
All right, isn't that beautiful? And then some other little notions. I'll tell you, very, very sweet.
She hit the jackpot.
Jackpot is right. And that will go up in this room because this is our Stitchy friend room.
Did you find who got yours?
I did.
Okay, yeah. So I didn't find the person who I got, and we didn't find the person who got mine.
Yeah, so if
So
you
it's a
got,
mystery.
if you watch us and you got Stitch Some Happy from Victoria because there was a card in there, tag us so that we can see that you got it. It's hard with Victoria going in and out of the room to nurse Maisie. It's hard to keep track.
It was a hard time of day.
And it was also 190 people in the room.
Yeah.
I'm just, So we want to find you so you can let us know that you liked it.
Or if you didn't, don't find us. It's fine.
It's beautiful. No, and I just want to say something. So the woman who got mine, they watch us on FlossTube. So hi everybody. Hi new friends.
Yes.
It's really great.
We got to see a lot of people in person. And we'll talk more about that too because
but I just
some of our
exchange. Okay.
our friends on FlossTube.
Smalls exchange finished items.
Nice.
Check.
Check. All right, do you want to start in on your whips?
I'd be happy to.
And go in order. So what you did on the plane.
Okay, so I took with me a project for the plane, so that because I wasn't sure, an easier project, so that I could easily stitch, and I stitched on. You guys have seen this before. Home of the Free, Because of the Brave, Primrose Cottage, and so our Stitchy friends Sarah and Carol went with us to Stitch West.
Who are real in life
Yeah,
neighbors.
real life neighbors for a long, long time. And Sarah gave me a new needle minder for the trip. Mary Poppins. I love Mary Poppins. Sophia, you singing over there? So this is the progress that I made.
A ton of progress. I wish we had a before picture.
Right, the before I had the H and the white in the house and only half stitched of this white. So I really only did the other parts, but I just did it on the plane. So, and this is on a 14 count Icelandic gray, which it's very funny. Now I've been working on 18.
Isn't there Icelandic blue?
Oh, there is, but I think this is gray.
Okay, I didn't know if there was two Icelandics.
I think, well, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, and Steph taught us something new about fabric. Well, taught us lots of things. Steph from Just Keep Stitching, if they have this orange, I don't know what you call that, seaming?
Seam binding.
That is a Zweigart, one of the manufacturers. So the Zweigarts always have orange thread running through. So now you know something new.
Okay, so that was my plain stitch.
Awesome.
Should I keep going?
Keep going.
So then I wanted a new start. So, well, this sort of leads into haul, sort of doesn't. But so I
All
didn't.
the things.
I took a chart because I wanted to have a new start, but I did not have the floss or the fabric. I wanted to get that when we went to Shepherd's Bush. So I brought the chart, Silver Creek Sampler, the follow-up to Flying Lessons, Silver Creek Samplers, Kringle Flying Academy. I'll put it the right way. The right way? Yeah. I took this chart with me to do for my Stitch West start. I got the fabric at Shepherd's Bush and the floss. I loved Shepherd's Bush. That was the first time I had been there. They helped me with the fabric, which is Picture This Plush Haunted. And then I wanted to, it is charted with DMC, but I wanted to use a few overdyes. And Terry, I believe is her name.
Terry. Mm-hmm.
She helped me convert that. And it happened to be a moment when I was holding Maisie. So she just like went and did it for me. So it was fantastic. So this was my Stitch West start. And this is Picture This Plus Haunted. That's the back.
Sideways.
Wow. My back and front are very similar. Whoa. And I got the reindeer, the butt of the reindeer, and then starting on the other part of the reindeer. How about that?
How about that?
I'm very excited. This is an 18 count Ada.
Beautiful.
And that's what I did the flying lessons on. So, and since I'm using this bag, which I did not take, I took a traditional project bag, AKA a Ziploc bag with me for that, because I was expecting to buy a project bag, and I was fortunate enough to get one of these. Is it like a project folder or something? I don't know.
I think I have a portfolio.
A project portfolio by Rika from House of Stitch and Stash. Oops, sorry, Sophia didn't like. So I don't know if you can see the fabrics, the inside fabric. It's really pretty. It's like snowflakes and trees. It says joy. And then this candy cane fabric and whatnot. So, a little bit of haul, a little bit of project.
Yeah.
Then I stitched on, so I was getting a little tired of the brown, but it was taking a little concentration. So I had not finished. I can't show you the chart because there's no picture, but this is the cookie exchange from Hands On Design from that was last Christmas time, yeah?
I think it was like the first week in December.
Okay. And I made significant progress. So I didn't have all of the green legs on the table, nor the pile of cookies or the jar. So I made some progress. This I did in the stitching room when I wanted to change up things. And then one more project I got to work on. And that was when I was back in the room, for the most part, back in the room with Maisie. I think I tried a little bit in the room. Right here.
Yeah, we ended up, so our original plan for Maisie was that Mom would go back to the room a couple nights and like put
Keep
her
her
to
company,
bed.
yeah.
Well, we had hoped to be on the same floor as the stitching, but that didn't work out.
Right.
So then it was just like too far for us to like be away from her. So the first night you did that and she struggled a little bit.
Yeah, that was
Friday
the
night.
travel day. No, no. That was the travel day.
It was the travel day that she
Yeah.
struggled? Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, because the travel day I put her in the snoo.
Okay, so it must
So-
have been Friday night.
Yeah,
obviously,
Friday
'cause
night.
Saturday night she did fine.
Yeah, so Friday night, Chris went back. That was Kef's birthday, so we spent some time with Kef and Steph. And Mom got her to bed,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
And then Saturday night, we changed it up.
Yes, she slept in the
So
stroller.
I that night before, I hadn't taken her to a quiet, dark room to kind of get her calmed down and asleep. So Saturday night, I did that around that 8 o'clock time, which was the smallest exchange. But, and she fell asleep. Well, she nursed. She fell asleep beautifully. I dropped the stroller down. She slept the whole night in the stroller.
I know.
I mean, Chris took her back, what, at 11?
Yeah, about 11.
She
And-
like hung, you know, like
Yeah.
Chris got to stay up with everyone because,
Yeah, oh no, that worked great. And then
Yeah.
even when I did come back before you, she was still asleep, but I got more stitching in because she was in the stroller and it was like so dark, like in the corner of the stroller. I'm like, I kept checking to see if she was breathing
right,
because I'm not used to her sleeping. So I had my little light on in the
yeah.
hotel room.
And then the last night we did that again, where I take her to the dark room, get her sleeping.
It really, yeah. I mean, she's a baby. What?
And then you got to stay up again pretty late that night
yes,
because she was
yeah,
asleep in the stroller again.
I
We
made
did
more
transfer
progress.
her to the snoo because I felt
I
like
did.
guilty.
yeah, yeah.
But-
So I'm working on.
2 late nights that you got to kind of get some stitching on.
Right. And I didn't, oh, and the other thing is, I didn't watch any TV because it was too loud, but I like Audible.
Yeah.
And
had your headphones.
I knew that I was going to be in the room. I mean, that was like my plan. Because I brought this, is a Maisie's stocking to work on. Because it's a dimensions kit, it's a hard chart. I knew I was going to be working on it in the room. So I had my headphones on. And, you know, I didn't make a lot of progress, but the blue, which you can't even
That
see.
close.
See that? And those are supposed to be half stitches. It's like the snow in the background of the hat.
It's beautiful.
So it's going to be,
Stunning.
I'm very excited about it.
60 days, baby.
I know, I got like 3 days to make Maisie's Halloween costume.
That's true. That's
So.
true.
That is all the stitching.
Wonderful.
I mean, I don't think that's too bad. Given at StitchCon when I went,
Nothing.
I finished the Timon and Pumbaa.
Oh yeah, that was
Two
2,000
characters from the Fab 50.
But 2,000 stitches. We counted it up,
Yeah.
which is significant. The first day got maybe 25 stitches in. So
Well, yeah, it's, you know, and it was super fun. And with all the people, you know, there's so many people in the room and everyone's happy to see one another.
yeah.
It was really great.
And we had a full mother-daughter table.
Yes.
Full of mother-daughters. So that was really
Yeah.
exciting. Okay.
Do you want me to hold her?
So, no, it's okay. I can do it.
I have my Stitch West t-shirt on.
I don't know if I showed you this, but my goal was to try to stitch on everything I brought. But we'll watch the clock because I forgot to charge the battery. That's my fault. So I showed you guys this before. This is what I worked on at Stitch West last year. So I wanted to work on it again. And I just continued working on the black work. So not much of anything. I finished that top corner, the cat and all the black, so that's done. And then I came on this side, there's a little swoop. And those tiny little stitches under the green hat, that's what I got done. Okay?
Progress.
Progress. Oh, and then I did this actually as well. So this is the black work on the next hat. So 2 more hats to go. Obviously, I'm not finishing it for this Halloween, but we're making progress. Chris will get it eventually. So I was just proud that I took it out and got some stitching done. So all the black on that is almost done.
Excellent.
Okay, the next thing I worked on was my, what's this one called?
Cookie exchange.
No,
oh no,
costume party. Yeah. So the hands-on design costume party, we can't show you the pattern. I actually worked off my phone because I didn't bring the printed version with me. So that was good to like kind of have it in your email. So all the back stitching is done on part 1. You can see that. Got it. And then I started part 2, which this black section is a cauldron. So I'm on to part 2.
Excellent.
Very proud of that. And I'm stitching it in my bag that my best friend Sarah got me when we were at Stitch West last year. And then I also got a Twinning Rika portfolio. You like it? See that button?
Snap.
And it's nice because it has this felt section, and then this, oh, there's my needle, is a magnet in here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm not going to do it right this second, but there is a magnet in there. And then like Chris said, there's 2 extra inner pockets. So, my best girl Steph, who you guys know from Just Keep Stitching, she works at Keepsakes. And Steph, Kef, and I have like a little chat or whatever. And I sent him a picture of the music store from Little House Needleworks like months ago, and I was like, girls, isn't this so cute? We could get it at Stitch West and I'll work on it. And we all have like musical backgrounds. Kef plays the harp, or did. Steph played the clarinet, and I also played the clarinet, but like sang and piano and blah blah blah.
Choreography.
Well, it's a music store, that's why.
I know.
Anyways, so Kef was like, don't buy it. And I'm like, oh boy, she's gonna do something. So Steph had kitted it up for us from Keepsakes. So this is Little House Needleworks music store. And I have it in the Christmas bag. I'm sorry, baby. And so she picked out our fabric for us, and Linny helped tie the threads together. We love hearing all about, you know, the people she works with. So it was very special. And so I got to get a start on that.
And you got a great start on that.
Well, I was like racing Steph at one point, but she's still ahead of me.
Right?
No, I'm not gonna win. So this is on 18 count Ada. The other girls are doing it on linen, or even with linen. And this is Grace Note Fabrics, and the color is called Philip from Keepsakes. And so this is just the very top row of the music store with 4 little Christmas trees in the window.
Those are like dormers, right? In the house?
Yeah, in the music store. And it was so fun, like stitching together. And then we all stitched on each other. So I did 1 stitch on Kef's, and I did 1 stitch on Steph's. And really I said, idea. You can take that out, Steph, if it's very bad. And then I couldn't figure out why mine looked so much darker, but they're stitching 1 thread. So they're doing 36 count, and they're doing 1 thread over 2. So mine looks a little darker right now, but it was really fun sitting next to him and stitching on the same thing, and a great start. Steph is still ahead of me. I just want you to know that. But I also had an infant with me, so I feel like, you know, it's fair. But I was just blown away by her generosity and her kindness, and we just had the absolute best time ever. And she got me a little Christmas block, and then she got me the sticker of my pattern, Stitch Some Happy, which was so sweet. And I really loved working with this portfolio thing because I feel like it kind of contains it. But it was just so much fun. And I loved stitching. Like, we always know that we all stitched on each other's. And so we'll see if we finish it by Christmas. It'll be a mystery if we can get it done. All right. So those 3 projects I stitched on when I was at Stitch West. I didn't get to stitch any on the plane because obviously I was holding a baby. But I did get a little more progress when I was pumping this morning on my sister's pattern. This is for Zofia and Maisie. So I'm just on that bottom row, which will say friends. The sisters make the best of friends. So I started the F. And I'm showing you because it counts. Every stitches for me counts.
Well, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you got you know, like you can see something. If you do it a little bit at a time,
yes.
Then all of a sudden, like, oh,
yeah,
where I am.
Yeah. So that's all my stitching progress from the weekend, which had I been home, there would have been close to none. So.
Getting a massage from Sophia. Are you gonna do that into the video?
Oh, you guys, I'll add it at the end.
Oh, be gentle.